research into your research on zero tolerance.
Research into the research.
And we have strong reason to believe that some of the statistics you quoted in a recent newspaper interview were fictitious.
What?
That my Steve died because of a pack of lies.
I'm sorry, but that's frankly absurd.
That a chief of surgery would implement a policy based on falsehoods, I agree.
I oversaw the research. I appointed the staff who carried it out.
Oh, so the buck stops with you, then?
I don't know who your source is, but they've got this badly wrong.
In the light of this revelation, I wanted to give you fair warning that regardless of the coroner's report, we'll be pressing for a formal inquiry into Mr. Hewitt's death.
Well, you'll only be wasting Mrs. Hewitt's time and money.
Yes, well, I've got plenty of both to spare.
We'll be in touch.
You can't believe him.
I think you have to book in with our lawyers when you finish here. If she sues, it's your head she wants on a plate.
What? Annalise, what is it?
Rick Griffin just breathalyzed me.
And?
I tested positive.
They cannot make you take that test. You should have talked to me before.
About what exactly? I'm finished.
No. Listen,
Don't.
just listen to me. There is a way out of this. The film of the operation, it's gone. I have wiped the disc. I have amended your anesthetic charts and signed it with your initials. You were your usual thorough self. You checked for a possible Millwall murmur, but heard nothing. Yeah? It was a coronary, pure and simple.
Michael, you can't do that.
Well, I just did.
A patient died.
Because of a momentary lapse in concentration.
It was my fault.
You cannot be a martyr about this.
What about his wife?
What about mine?
This is all wrong.
I am not going to let you throw everything away over this.
Since when did you care about me?
Just trust me. Please. Let me do this for you.
What about the breath test?
Where you been?
Around.
I missed you.
Really?
Yeah, I did actually. Doc says I should be home in a couple of days.
Oh, that's good news.
Before I go, will you promise me one thing?
What?
You give me your phone number.
Absolutely not.
Hey, hear me out. I've been thinking about stuff and not just trying it on. I think you're great. Yeah, let's face it, I'm a bit of a catch myself.
A 40-year-old with a pacemaker.
Hey, I'm as fit as a fiddle. That pacemaker don't mean a thing.
Glad to hear it.
Hey, and look at these teeth.
Very impressive.
Oh, my sister.
Mr. Daly?
Oh, this is it. Oh, God. Oh, God.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm too young, please.
Lie down, please. Stay in the bed. Mr. Daly, please, Mr. Daly. Mr. Daly.
It stopped hurting.
Mr. Daly, what is this?
Double cheeseburger. I bribed one of the porters.
How's the pain?
It's gone.
You clown.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys. False alarm. Just a chronic case of indigestion. Come on.
There'll be bloody goose stepping through here next.
A whip in your ear.
What's up?
I've just had the lawyer for the Hewitts tell me that some of the zero tolerance data was fictitious.
What are they on about?
Me quoting what they claim are phony statistics to the press and to the government.
No, I promise
You do realize what's at stake here?
Yeah, of course.
It's not just going to be my neck.
Honestly,
Honestly, you what?
that research is spot on.
According to you.
What's this lawyer getting his info?
You tell me.
I double-checked every source. It's all documented.
Well, I want to see it. I'm going to triple-check it. Every last fact.
Fine.
You lied to me once before, and I gave you a second chance.
Oh, I swear.
If I find out that you've lied to me again,
there's nothing to worry about in the long term. I think you've been coughing up blood because the granulomas in your lungs have turned into scar tissue.
So, what can you do?
Well, I would advise an elective lobectomy
An operation?
to remove the scar tissue and ease the discomfort.
And you'd do that, would you?
Yes, this evening.
What do you think?
It's up to the boss.
No, it's up to you. It's your decision.
That's right.
Okay, fine, let's go for it.
Right, okay. I'll get the paperwork.
Thank you for looking after me.
It's not a problem.
You know, at this rate, we're going to have to name at least one of our kids after you.
You're not.
No!
Not yet, anyway.
Look, we're going to have to wait until Ben's work is really established before we even think about starting a family. Have you seen Ben's work, Dad?
I can show you my collection of Vegas, if you like.
No, it's all right. I've seen it.
When?
Today, on your laptop.
Did you like them?
No. Actually, I think that my daughter has a right to know that her new husband is spying on innocent women in their underwear.
Hold on a sec.
I believe that there's a real thirst for this sort of perverted material on the internet.
Perverted?
You're an adult, Martha. You can make your own mind up, but I had to tell you.
Dad, wait. They're not women. They're men. Ben's work.
What?
Behind the scenes Vegas. Transvestites.
Transvestites?
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you for protecting my honour, though.
Oh, no. Well, it's amazing what passes for heart these days.
I've spoken to my researcher.
And?
He assures me that his sources were 100% reliable.
And he can prove it?
I've asked for all the data, and I'll go through it personally.
Yes, good idea.
There is something else. Annalise Spence failed the breathalyzer.
What?
I know.
By how much?
She was just over the limit.
Talk about making a rod for your own back.
You'll have to wait at least another 24 hours for surgery.
Right.
Possibly longer if we can't book a slot in theatre.
Whatever you say.
You're very lucky that Sister Morton isn't pressing charges for assault after that stunt.
It was an accident.
An extremely foolish one.
Mr. Byrne.
Do you know what the longest I've been out with a bird is?
I have no idea.
About 3.5 weeks.
Really?
I just think that was something to be proud of.
I'll look in on you later.
So what do I do now?
You tell me.
Rick, Jane, we have a word? So, my wife has failed your breathalyzer test.
I'm afraid so.
I understand what you're trying to do here, Rick, but I think that this situation needs to be put in some type of context.
Yes, well, I am failing to see what sort of context.
We had some bad news last night. An old school friend of Annalise's died. Cervical cancer.
I'm sorry to hear that.
She was 35, 2 kids. Anyway, as you can imagine, Annalise was devastated, and she couldn't sleep, so she had a drink. When that didn't work, she just kept on drinking, and when Rick called her in for the test, Annalise didn't want to use her friend's passing as an excuse, and well, here we are.
If you want me to resign,
I don't think that's going to be necessary.
And obviously, seeing the state that she was in this morning, both physically and emotionally, I had no intention of letting her anywhere near theater. I arranged for Dr. Green to pick up her caseload for the rest of the day.
Well, We can't pretend that this hasn't happened.
I don't want